magandang pinagpalang araw sa inyo. Aking mga ito, magpapakilala muli ako sa inyo. Ako nga po pala si Judge TV Vlog at nga ako ngayong araw na to. Nako, ang sarap-sarap ng feeling ko dahil isa ako sa naimbitahan ng Moretti Philippines na mapicture ko po sila ngayon sa araw na to dahil meron po silang exhibit dito sa may SMX doon sa may Pasay City to. No? Nako, talagang natutuwa ako. Pero syempre bago na simulan to, no? Papasalamat mo tayo mga seniors at mga PWD dahil sa inyo, nai-invite tuloy ako sa mga ganitong events na naku, bihirang-bihira. Kasi nga po, si Judge TV ay napaka-simpleng tao lang at ngayon naiimbitahan sa mga ganitong exhibit. Maraming salamat sa inyo. At naku, ayoko na po na masyadong maraming paligoy-ligoy pa, pero nakikita nyo, di ba? Napakadami po talagang mga magandang masasakyan dito, bus, motor, mga mamahaling mga sasakyan talaga. Naku, maraming salamat po. At let's go na. Simulan na natin pagod dito. Let's go.
Ginagawa mo.
Oh, eto na. Kay mga ikot na. Nandito na ating si Boss Johnny. Oh, hello, Boss Johnny. Kamusta?
Hello guys. Kumusta? It's been a while since I last vlogged with Judge. We're right now at the Electric Vehicle Association EVAP na exhibit dito sa SMX. Today is October 21. The exhibit actually was for 3 days, October 19 to 21. And maliban sa brand natin, it also featured other brands naman, no? However, this is actually our booth. This is Moretti. And now we have the light blue Conserva na nandito. We also have yung puti. And then we have we have dalawang vehicle na pwede siya i-test drive. Light green naman po yung yung available for test drive tsaka puti rin. So ayun, it was a very good show for us. We were able to develop a lot of relationships kasi syempre bilang isang principal, we're the brand owners. So ang ibig sabihin nun, we're looking for dealers po on a nationwide scale. So we were able to get a lot of interest coming from various parts of Luzon, a few parts of Visayas, and a few parts of Mindanao. The goal is to be able to supply vehicles sa kanila at saka ng support, no? Ng support ng vehicles, spare parts para sila na po yung magbabahala sa sa redistribution ng vehicles natin. We have also gotten a warehouse at saka showroom sa Pasig, and it's in 1 Mercedes Avenue. I'm sure Judge will post it somewhere in the screen, you know. Ano talaga yung address natin. You can Waze it naman, Moretti Philippines or Moretti Motors Philippines. It's in 1 Mercedes Avenue in Pasig. So ayun, it's always a pleasure to vlog with Judge. What about Judge? Ikaw, kumusta?
Nako, talagang sobrang tuwa ako kasi boss, isa ako sa naimbitahan nyo dito sa event nyo, no? Nako.
It's a pleasure to have you, Judge. Pleasure.
Kaya magpapasalamat sobra ako sa inyo.
Thank you.
Ayan, katulad yan, yung asaya ng mga family mo, yan, ng mga team natin dyan.
Yes.
At kaso yun lang, medyo na-late na ako kasi sarado na. Anyway,
I'm happy you were able to come and grace.
Pero huwag sila mag-alala kasi pupunta ako mismo sa showroom.
Yes. Looking forward to have you with us in Pasig. The C1s are already there. May stocks na po tayo, dumating siya last week. And we also will be having 2 new models. Ang tawag ng mga model na yun is Dahlia and the Emero. Alright, so one fine day Judge is also going to be covering that. Mag-test drive po tayo. We will go to NLEX, SLEX. We will go to SM. Maybe we can go to Antipolo. Nako, it's gonna be a fun time between you, me, and Judge.
Maraming salamat, sir. Sa ngayon pa lang, papasalamat na ako. Pero sobrang gaganda ng mga models natin, ng mga Conserva dyan. Diba, sir? Pwede ba kami i-tour dyan, sir?
Yes. Why not? Come, let's go. So, the last Conserva, which you have seen, we have made some minor modifications. Yung modification natin is may ano tayo. We have something in the middle. You can basically put at least 2 cups here. No, if you go a little close, you'll be able to see it. Tapos, we have basically a place where you can do, let's say, like some sort of a, for example, magpunta kayo sa SM. If you would like to get a parking ticket, pwede mo na ipasok dito. And then now you have a compartment. You can put some of your belongings here. And sa likod naman nito, you also have a cup holder na rin. Okay, and our seat covers are now two-tone. So basically, those are a few of the additions po that we have made po sa Conserva natin. Okay, so we are here. Judge is right there. I'm right here on the passenger side. If you turn on the car, you will still be able to see the same dashboard, Same infotainment system, no? So as you can see over here, it's basically showing yung range talaga natin kasi it's 85% charged. Parang cellphone lang, no? And then here, you can see that we have 100 plus kilometers pa ang naiiwan bago ma-fully drain yung baterya. No? So this is a brand new car. So yung odometer natin nasa baba. Basically it's 20 plus kilometers lang po yung takbo niya. Okay. And then, this is our regular dashboard. Music, movies or explore photos, etc. etc. Ayan. So this is what Judge may have shown you kanina. Basically there's a cup holder now. You have 2 cups that you can put over here. And ito naman, when you go to SM, when you get a parking ticket, you can put it here. You can also put your cell phone here, no? This is you can put your personal belongings here, no? And then you can also put another cup holder dito.
Ang dami
Yep. Tatlong cup holder. So yeah, so this is basically one of the additions. And yeah, that's so slowly by slowly we'll be adding kung sa iOS pa, di 17.1 na to, 17.2, mga konting upgrade. Diba yung ginagawa natin para sa kotse. Yes, my dear Judge, as you can see, medyo fully extended na po yung likod natin, and a 6-footer like me, medyo swakto pa, di ba? Medyo swakto pa tayo dito. May konting legroom pa, may konting knee room pa na naiiwan, no? And it's a pretty decent car, no? 2 to 3 people can easily sit down po sa likod. So it's really a daily use car, a car wherein you can go do your errands, you can go to school, drop your kids, you can go to the groceries, come back, fill in your stuff here, you can go out for a nice family meal, family dinner. Syempre, that's basically personal. Now, this car is also very good for companies, no? Para sa fleet. Kasi syempre, bilang isang negosyante, I have close to 30 cars po. That's basically a combination of Kia Picantos, Toyota Vios, Toyota Wigos. So these are the Hyundai Accents. So these are the cars that I have for my sales representatives. So syempre, I spend anywhere from 6 to 7 digits on a monthly basis for gas expense. So initially, talagang I got the electric vehicles from overseas is really because of my own business lang talaga. Pero, syempre, whatever I can do for my own business is also applicable for the other businesses around. So why not make whatever I import for myself a revenue generating center or a department wherein I can also help other companies to save. So today, I live in BGC, I live in Taguig. I go to Santa Mesa, that's where my office is currently. 14 kilometers po yung isang way papunta doon. Tapos pagbalik naman dito is another 14 kilometers. So total is around 30. So if I use a C1 for myself, which basically is 138 kilometers, eding ibig sabihin nun, 138 divided by 30, 3 to 4 days, I charge my car twice a week. Kung yun lang talaga yung rota ko sa buhay. Okay, which is home office, home office, home office. So, perfect car. Now, this is the C1, which is 138 kilometers, 799,000 pesos. We have another one called the C2, which is 332 kilometers. Now, that's basically around 999,000 pesos. So, again, for people, para sa mga sales agents ko, for some na talagang within Metro Manila lang talagang takbo niya for the sake of visiting their clients and all, okay na yung C1. Pero to be on the safe side, I'd rather give them a C2 na lang. Kasi 332 kilometers talagang you don't have to think about it. Recently, I have gone to Angeles City because I'm right now in talks with one company over there who can represent or who can actually be a dealer of Moretti. In fairness, I took the C1. I went there to Angeles and we drove all the way there. Syempre, the meeting lasted for a little maybe between 2 to 3 hours. I went to the guy's restaurant. We had a meeting there. Chinarge ko lang yung sasakyan ko doon. Tapos yung meeting natin, kumain ako doon. Kumain kami, like me and my automotive engineers and my marketing tsaka business development team. We came back after lunch, and when we went to the car to basically load na, 80+% na. So we came back. And it was a perfect ride. So, again, going to Angeles is quite a stretch kasi, 100 plus kilometers na kasi si Angeles eh. So, but then, management lang, planning lang. It's not like gasolina na, yun nga, which is available on almost every nook and corner, di ba? In this case, you have to plan when you have a range as limited as 138 kilometers. And guys, hindi ibig sabihin ng 138 kilometers, you will really get 138 kilometers. No. There's always going to be a 10%, 15%, 20% wastage. Anong ibig sabihin ng wastage na yun? Parang cellphone nyo lang. So, yung cellphone nyo, when you have so many apps on, it somehow drains more battery. Alright? So, in this case, kung medyo maraming tao sa kotse, ang ibig sabihin nun, magtatrabaho pa ng maigi yung motor. And if the motor works more to be able to pull or push 4 people, so yung ibig sabihin nun, it'll be draining more power from the battery. So ganun lang. You have to assume that yung 138 kilometers natin, 15, 20, 25% is really like yung parang wastage kumbaga. So you have 100 kilometers. So based on that, you have to plan. So C2, 332 kilometers, i-remove natin yung 15-20%, edi 50 to 60 kilometers is your talagang wastage na. So you have 280 kilometers to work around. So currently, based on my interview with Grab drivers and all that, sa bawat araw talaga nila is 200 to 250 kilometers yung takbo nila. Going to 8 to 10 to different locations and drop off, so on and so forth. So, so this can be a good vehicle also for taxi operators, right? Because guys, you have to understand that yung buhay ng isang Grab driver na who does not have a car, 1,000 to 1,500 pesos, yun talaga yung kanilang 1,000 to 1,500 pesos, yun talaga yung kanilang gastos para sa kotse. That's para sa gas, para sa diesel. So 1 to 1.5. Alright? Now, if the person does not own the car, they have to pay boundary. Yung parang rental na per araw na sinasabi. So magkano yun? May iba 1,000, may iba 1,250, may iba 1,500. So 1,500 for rental and then 1,500 for gasolina, edi 2,500 to 3,000 na yun. Anong ibig sabihin nun? Whatever they earn on top of 3,000, assuming they earn 3,500, assuming they earn 4,000, yung parang gross receipt, yun na yung kita nila. 500 pesos to 1,000. So yun yung scenario number 1. Scenario number 2, ako yung operator. Ako yung driver. Diba? There are some people who are the operator and the driver, 2 in 1. Siyempre, nagkuha sila ng kotse sa bangko, like by the bank, by the assistance of the bank, or like they have a Vios or something. And yung kanilang amortization is, let's say, 20,000 pesos a month. Anong ibig sabihin nun? 20,000 pesos a month is 20,000, magkano ba yun? 600, 700 pesos per day. Diba? 600 to 700 pesos per day. How about gasolina? 1,500, 1,000. So kahit pa paano 2,000 pesos, mas mababa siya as compared to kung nagrerenta siya ng vehicle. Alright? So, the concept here is people of Grabs, people of yung talagang nagtataxi tataxi na negosyo, parang yung self-entrepreneurs, they really have to work so hard to raise the money today. Diba? So they have to work hard, they have to work smart. So again, will the electric vehicle help them? Absolutely. Because now, instead of paying 1,000 to 1,500 pesos per day, you are now going to pay 200 to 400 pesos per day. That's pretty big savings. And then on top of that, may amortization ka or may renta ka, less than 2K, tapos ka na. Diba? So, that's why I really appreciate what the government is doing. Very recently, President Bongbong also, si Boss BBM, basically he also said that, by the next 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, I want 20, 30, 40, 50% of the cars here in the Philippines to really be electric. So looking forward to it, looking forward to it. I think it's going to be good for the Philippine economy. It's going to be good for us as a small business. It's going to be good for our children because there's a lot of environmental awareness sa ibang bansa like the first world countries like Europe and the US. Dito talagang wala masyadong awareness eh. Pero now, I would love to leave a cleaner Philippines or a cleaner earth para sa mga children natin. Yun, Judge. Yung talumpati ko ngayong araw.
Or mayor, or president.
Mayor. Diba? For congressman. Sige, let's go. Okay, let's go. Hello, again. Our conservas have the capability of being charged naman po sa 220 volt na outlet natin. So technically you don't need this, but this is what you call a charging pile. It's a 7 kilowatt charging pile. This can be used in single phase, electrical scenarios, single phase systems. Tapos meron din tayong 3 phase, no? For that, we normally use yung 22 kilowatt or 11 kilowatt na system. Now, itong 7 kilowatt na to, if we use the regular 220 volt 20 volt outlet sa pag-charge ng ating conserva, it will be around 5 to 6 hours. However, if you use this, it's around 3 to 4 hours lang talaga yung charging time. So there is savings. So just think of it as a cell phone. The cell phone normally comes with a regular charger. Some cell phones obviously come with fast chargers, pero some of the cell phones also come with regular chargers. So think of that as your 220 volt outlet. Pero yung mga fast charge, parang ito na yon para sa cellphone, tsaka ito na yon para sa kotse. So yun lang yung parang basic concept. So we are also going to be importing this under our brand. We are just finalizing with our software service providers. Ang gagawin nila is integrate it using open protocols para we will be able to collect via GCash, collect basically be able to collect money. Now ito is comes with an RFID card. So for example, this is your charger. You put it here. No, you put it here. May RFID card ka. Ano mo lang dito?
Tap lang.
Tap lang. And it'll start working. And then, as soon as you're done, pull it back. Pull it here. Tap lang. And obviously, if there's already a payment system connected, edi yun na yung parang, yung dalawang tap na yun yung talagang pag-compute. Kung ilan mo talaga yung kilowatt na nahigop mo or how much you have taken. So that's one concept. So second concept is, where is this also good for? Let's say assuming that you're a parking lot. Tapos you have 50 parking slots. So maybe you want to buy 5 units of this, 10 units of this, 15 units of this para people will be encouraged to park their EVs in your place so habang and they can go to work. Diba? So charge lang. The owner of the parking slots will end up at least having like some sort of a revenue for them, no? So that's one way of doing this. And right now we are also developing an app para at least yung tao na talagang nag-charge dito, makikita niya sa app niya na kung how much kilowatts are actually going inside the car, magkano na ba yung percentage ng battery niya, and all of that. So that app is also currently being developed, and hopefully by the first quarter of next year, ma-offer na siya. So guys, EV is still starting in the Philippines, so the only way, long way to go. So the only way talagang to go is really up talaga. It's a very mature technology po sa first world countries like Americas and the Europes of the world. It's really doing talagang very mature na yung tech doon. So it's a good thing na mature technology is the one which is already coming over here. So yeah, so this is a 7 kilowatt charger. We also have a 22 kilowatt charger, and this is AC. Hindi pa siya DC, no? So DC chargers are the ones which are like really big, which looks like a gas tank, like what you normally use to basically put gas sa regular vehicles. Okay, so just as usual, thank you very much for supporting us, for supporting our humble brand, no? So we are Moretti Philippines. Our head office is in Santa Mesa, Manila, pero now we have transferred to our Moretti marketing office and warehouse, which is going to be somewhere in Pasig. It's in 1 Mercedes Avenue. Somewhere along the screen naman, Judge will basically put the address there, and maybe in the YouTube write-up sa ilalim, yung parang show more, ayun, makikita nyo naman doon yung address
description.
Yes. Test drives will be available there, and we also have the new Dahlia and the Amero, which have also touched down dito sa Pilipinas. We just came basically last week. I mean, this video is shot on October 21, the last day of the Electric Vehicle Association exhibit dito sa SMX, Pasay, Manila. So just a few days ago, dumating po si Dahlia at saka si Amero. Very exciting cars kasi si Amero is a 2-door car, which we are looking at pricing at 600,000 pesos. And then you have the Dahlia, whose variants come in 140 kilometers, 220 kilometers, at saka 300 plus range. Tapos yung 220 kilometers tsaka 305 kilometers, may slow charge na po siya at saka fast charge options. So we are looking at launching that very soon, pero I and Judge are looking at vlogging about those vehicles hopefully sometime within the month of October or November. Ayun. So, you're most welcome to come over to our Pasig office and check out those vehicles. Feel free to test drive also those vehicles.
Yun. At no, syempre, yun. Nagpapasalamat talaga kay Boss Johnny. Talagang inimbitahan ako dito, no. Super thank you talaga, boss.
Thank you.
Yun.
Thank you.
Hanggang sa muli. Maraming salamat ulit sa'yo.
Thank you, pare. Thank you. Really appreciate it. God bless you.
Thank you.
Wish you all the
See
best,
you din
pare.
po,
Wish
sir.
us all the best.
Thank you, and God bless to all of you.